year, when the first one, they took it off the market. Because he says up in there that the black man and black woman observes nature. And then they can learn from it because the nature was put here, or they didn't want to create it. So, but the energy that's put into nature is there for them to learn how to rule nature, or how to coexist with nature. The white man has to dissect and cut up because he don't understand shit. Always cutting up. Instead of just looking at the damn movements, you can find out all the shit you need to know. And it's talking about the blacks, the unseen real. He was talking about the triple blackness of space, which is actually a feminine element. It's the material of the womb of the universe. Now going back to this, he said, you little fool, you think that everything got to be in a big size. And they got, so some of these young say, so what? Okay, I agree. What's the big deal about this little shit around the cat neck? He said, you don't understand. He said that little ball around the cat neck, which represents the little black dot inside of you, is the greatest type of subatomic energy. Which means that this greatest type of subatomic energy is fucking melanin, and you walking around with the goddamn shit. You can blow this whole thing up, but you don't know what the fuck to do. Because you think that the physical body is you, and it ain't got shit to do with you. You see what I'm saying? Go and study the movie. He was talking about the little thing around the neck, on Orion's belt, on the cat's neck was the black dot, and it's in you. But in the movie, he turned around and he said, I've been in the business for a long time, kid. I'm turning it over to you. And he turned it over to Will Smith as to say, we getting the fuck out of this shit. We gonna let the black man have back the planet because we don't know what the fuck to do. You think I'm lying? They did the Spawn movie. The guy who was supposed to have kept the evil forces from coming and from ruling or really taking the earth. He said, for 400 years, he said, I'm giving it up. This is all for you. And gave it to the black man. They relinquished the rights and gave it to the black man twice. See what I'm saying? Twice. How many people saw Event Horizon? Event Horizon with Larry Fishburne. Listen, this is the key. Any movie that come out science fiction, the white boy is giving up all the keys in the shit. You got to go and see it. You can't sleep on it because the shit is not going to come all the time in a book. As a matter of fact, a lot of the shit in the book is stopped printing if you didn't get them yet. So therefore it's going to come in the movies. What the fuck is movies? Movies is mythology. What is mythology? Mythology is physics and science. So they understand that they can put it right in a movie, can be just as authentic as putting it in a research book. You got to understand how real scholarship works. It's not based on this version of what they told you in school. You got your PhD for writing some paper on some bullshit. In Event Horizon, they had this machine that created an artificial black hole. And what is the black hole? The black dot inside of it. What happened on the movie? The white boy got sucked into the black hole, and when he was spitting back out, what did he say? I can't take the blackness. I can't take the blackness. And it ran him crazy because he didn't have the melanin, because he was a mutant. He couldn't take the blackness. You see what I'm saying? You got to understand what's actually going on and how this whole thing is shaping up at this particular time. So let's go into some other mysteries at this particular time so you can understand something. Now Hemmitt came and he told you all about the Hale-Bopp thing last year, or this year, the whole 9 yards, so he's covered that. But the Hale-Bopp thing was one key in the mystery of the comet that was supposed to come, because in the Zohar, which is the written Kabbalah, they talk about this comet that was coming in the last days. In the Celtic mystery, which is your mysteries of Excalibur and the Arthurian mysteries, they talk about the last days when what will come is a dragon's tail. The dragon's tail, which is the comet. But when the comet comes, it says, after the comet comes, the comet will come and will get in a fight with a star, or a flame, or a star. It's the mystery of the flame and the star. The flame is the comet, which also represents your kundalini, because everything that's going on in the heaven is going on in your body. Look, we have passed the comet stage. We are in the other realm at this particular time, so the comet is come and go. But outside acts as a sign. Inwardly is a combination of your spirit illuminating. The flame is the kundalini inside of you that you've seen on the staff of Tahuti. You've seen the staff of Tahuti Medical Association, for the people that see, that's the Medical Association. You've seen the staff of Tahuti. You've seen the flame. The flame is the energy inside of you, which is a cosmic fire that shoots up your spine. So when you saw that comet, that was a reflection of something that's going on the inside of you, which is the kundalini energy rising. That's why they had to start killing you off. The star that was supposed to get in a fight with this flame is the star, is the black dot that is illuminating us. That's the star. But if you notice, this particular symbol is also a symbol of the double helical structure of the DNA. You see, it's what it is, the double helix structure of the DNA. So the star and the flame that they're actually talking about is, in actuality, what has also happened in the Hemmitt mystery. Now, how do we know this is true? Because there's an Etruscan man. The Etruscans are the original people that started Greece and Rome, that the Indo-Europeans came down and took the society like they did with the Native Americans and plagiarized all the shit and said that it was their language. When the Etruscans and the motherfuckers taught them how to speak, because Carbone said that we even had to teach them how to speak. And the Etruscans was nothing but another form of the Phoenicians, the seafarers. And these are the people that started Greece and Rome. You see what I'm saying? Also in that paper that I gave you, that document, they said that they are mumbling, which means that they can't even talk. They're always grumbling, which is talking about they can't even talk, the white man. So, at the funeral of, Julius Caesar? They was all rejoicing because there was a comet that came in Rome at the time of the death of Julius Caesar. And they had already had a prophecy of when the comet come, the end of the world was coming. But anytime the end of the world came in the ancient time, or the thought of the end of the world coming in the ancient time was a great rejoicing period. That means that you don't have to do no more time on planet Earth in this jail cell or this prison camp. And you'll be released back into the God that you used to be, or the deities or the energy force that you used to be. Go get the movie Dark Crystal and you'll see all the shit I'm talking about. They put it in one fucking movie, the Dark Crystal. That's if you don't own shit. You need to go down to the damn child section in damn Blockbuster and buy the damn Dark Crystal or wherever the hell you go. They set wherever they sell videos and buy that. Because everything, the crackers worked on that shit for 5 years. So they ain't working on no child movie for 5 years. They just put it that way so it can fool most of the people that don't know what time it is, the Dark Crystal. All the shit I'm talking about is explained in the Dark Crystal. But anyway, they were rejoicing back in Rome during the death of Julius Caesar because there was a comet in the overhead at the same time. But the Etruscan man, which was the original people of Rome, stood up and said, no, that is not the comet. He said, there's going to be a comet going to come in the end days. It's going to be the one that will be the end, but that won't be the one. And he was talking about the comet that just came. And he said, to let you know that I'm not lying. I'm going to do something right now to prove to all of you all that I'm telling the truth. And he fell out and died. Fell out and died. This black man. Doing the death of, and it's recorded in a book called Ancient Greek and Roman Religion. 2-volume book. Ancient Greek and Roman Religion. You can get that book at, see, Barnes & Nobles has these sale books. They got their own printing press company, so they can print a lot of this shit and sell it for like $6. And they got these hardbound sale books, and that's one of them. But if you go there, they can order it, right? They got a shipping yard and they can order that shit. They got another one called the wisdom of